Hey guys, what's up? So I'm filming this mid-market day. It was a wild morning in the market, and I want to tell you guys about some moves that I made, some opportunities that are coming up, and some lessons over stock buys, and how to find these opportunities, and how not to panic sell. So I'm going to get into all of that, let you guys know what I bought this morning, let you guys what I'm still holding, and what I'm super bullish on at these times. So let's get into the video. So a stock that I was watching super closely today, wanting to get in, was Workhorse, ticker symbol WKHS. So I'm watching this stock, I'm kind of buying shares slowly. It's down 12%, 13%. I'm buying a few more shares, it drops down to 15%. I get in some options, it drops down to 19%. I start loading up on these call contracts. These contracts are the $16 strike prices for July 17th. I'm using this as a quick bounce back play. So as it drops 19%, I'm loading up. I think I got 8 call options in all for the strike price of $16, expiring on July 17th. It's so obvious that a hype stock like this is overbought, and that's the reason that it was dropping. But at the same time, this stock dropped big yesterday, down 20%. It's down another 19% today. We gotta go into this one. So I went very heavy into call options, like I just said, knowing how oversold this was, and knowing the upside, the potential catalysts with a UPS deal. And so many people are just excited about this stock. I knew there's opportunity. I knew that there's no way that it keeps on dropping days ahead. Now, of course, there's a chance because you can never tell what the stock's going to do, but it's all about probability. So what's the probability that it's down 90% already? What's the probability that this drops even more? It's a low probability. What's the probability that it bounces back? Maybe goes up 10% from 19% down. That's a high probability in my opinion. So I bought in these call contracts using this as a bounce back play and a hype play. So very easy money in my opinion. I bought these. I'm already up 60% as of right now when I'm filming this video. And some of the easiest money in the market is just buying these oversold plays, buying up these bounce back stocks. Because when a stock is down 40% in 2 days, that's something you gotta act on. Oversold plays are such easy plays to make in the market. Workhorse went from down 19%, it jumped 11%, and now it is currently down 7% while I'm filming this. So big bounce back, easy money. I do plan to swing this into tomorrow and sell tomorrow. I do expect more of a bounce back tomorrow, but we'll see with that one. It could go either way. But in the stock group and Twitter, and I just see all these people freaking out about Workhorse. They're selling when it's down 15%, 16%. You don't sell when stocks are down big. Fear equals opportunity, and such as this Workhorse opportunity, just to sell off, open up this big opportunity that I saw. People are going to come back to this stock because people love this stock. They're selling when it's down 15% because they're like, oh, it's going to drop another 20% tomorrow because it just keeps on doing this. It's a pattern. When these stocks are down big, you got to hold. When they're up big, that's when you're allowed to sell. So that's one of the biggest stock market lessons. And of course, I've made this mistake before too. As a beginner investor a couple years ago, I used to always freak out when my stocks would go down. Oh, I'm down 20% on a position. What do? I need to sell so I don't lose more. And the next day it goes up 10%. You're like, why did I sell? Because you do not sell whenever a stock is down big. If a stock drops 30% in one day, there's no point of selling because chances are it doesn't drop that much the next day. Always have a thesis and stick with it. So now I'm going to get into LCA, which is Golden Nugget. So people are currently freaking out about Golden Nugget. We're all down about 20% in our positions. I'm down about 20% in my position and I'm not freaking out at all. So I have a cost basis of the low 16s, high 15s. And once you have a thesis, you just need to stick to it. I have a long-term thesis on this stock and I believe it will benefit off the Rona, like I've been saying and showing you guys that graph. And leading up to the merger is going to pop even more in my opinion. So as we see this sell-off happening, the only thing I'm doing is buying more and more. At these prices, it's such easy money in my opinion if you're holding. If you're looking for a quick trade, of course you'll probably lose money because this stock is on the downtrend. In a stock like this, you just don't day trade. But if you have a long-term thesis, which I do, I believe these prices are steals. I believe a 3 to 5 month swing trade is going to be easy money on this trade, and that's my personal thesis. Now you can have a totally different thesis on LCA. And I respect that, but my thesis is a long-term thesis. Do not panic sell, hold strong, because if you're confident in the stock and you see it drop, there's no reason you should be fearful unless news comes out that counteracts your thesis. If your thesis still stands, you gotta stick with it unless something ends your thesis. So if LCA and Golden Nugget decided not to have the merger, everything fell apart, that would of course ruin the thesis, so then I would immediately sell as soon as possible because that would counteract my thesis. But in this scenario, no news has come out. People are just panic selling because they see the stock going down. This is just such easy opportunity in my opinion to pick up more shares, to use this as a long-term swing trade, and to get some easy money, easy gains in my opinion. I do expect the stock to go up to $25 at some point in the future. I don't know how far down the line that will be, but I am confident in this business. Golden Nugget is the biggest leader in the online iGaming space in its location. And there's so many catalysts for this stock. We got the merger, we got potential new states allowing gambling, and just a ton of good news has come out. There's not been any news to counteract anything good with LCA, which is why I'm holding very strong. And I am still super confident. This is my number 2 buy right now, right behind Peloton. And I'm just still loading up on shares. I bought some more this morning as it dropped big once again. And yeah, I'm still very excited about LCA and I'm holding strong. So a stock that I currently love, it's a penny stock. I'm super excited about this opportunity. That is Kronos Technologies, ticker symbol KNOS. So this is an 8-cent penny stock. And this morning I loaded up. I added 12,000 more shares to my portfolio. And I do plan to hold this as a swing trade, and I'm super excited about this opportunity. So I've talked about this before in my top penny stocks video, but I'm bullish as ever on this stock. I believe that so many good catalysts could come out, and the hype is just now beginning. So let's take a look at the website. So I've been researching this stock a lot, especially last night. I was taking more deep dives on this stock, looking at a bunch of catalysts that could potentially come up, and looking at the company's website, and I'll look at their products. Their air filter is $100. I'll give you some stats on it in a second, but look at this. The product is sold out. So this can only mean one thing. There's a ton of demand for this product. The fact that it's sold out, you cannot pre-order these anymore. There's crazy demand for these air filters. And for this reason that they're just sold out, I'm loading on shares even more. I do plan to buy it more and more. And yeah, this opportunity is huge. I believe that we're in this stock before all the hedge funds get in, before Wall Street realizes the opportunity. So Kronos cleans a 300 square foot room in 20 minutes. It kills 99.9% of germs and bacteria. No dangerous byproducts. So the Kronos is the best portable home air purifier unit in the world, they claim. Who knows, it is a biased opinion. But with its 5 stages of air purification, air quality indicator, eco-friendly design, and smart control operation, the Kronos Air 5G wipes out the competition. It also thoroughly wipes out dust, smoke, dander, bacteria, pollen, viruses, giving the healthiest breathable air possible. So the Air 5G, it measures and displays the air quality in your room and self-adjusts its fan speed based on how dirty your air is. So this is a super smart product. It cleans and removes microscopic particles as small as 14.6 nanometers, and it's completely portable, no filters to replace, no danger, washable design, runs silently. It has 5 stages of its air purification, which is pre-filter screen, Kronos emitter wires, ionic field, collecting plates, ozone removal. It also has the child lock, sleep mode, LCD display panel, and carb compliant. So that's the new 5G model that they're coming out with. This is the one that's being pre-ordered by everybody. This is the one that's sold out, and this is what I'm super bullish on. And plus we got the Kevin Harrington infomercials coming out. They have a ton of different products, as you can see. They got the Fit Air Bundle, the Fit Air, the Kronos Mini, Car Air Purifier, Silent Air Cleaner, Silent Pure Replacement, filter set of 2, Kronos Air 5G Model 3, which is finally in stock now, and the Kronos Air 5G Model 8. So the Kronos Air 5G Model 5 is the one that's being pre-ordered and sold out everywhere. They have these eco washers in healthcare, so it's just not purely air purifiers, but there's a face shield, there's all these washers, and yeah, there's just so much data coming out on how amazing this product is. If people want this high quality product, and if people want the most safety they can have against this Rona, this is probably the top quality air purifier that they can get, according to the website of course. But I've done so much research, I have not found an air purifier that is better than Kronos Technologies, which is why I'm so bullish on KNOS. And yeah, we're not going to see the end of Rona anytime soon. It could be a year, it could be 2 years. Okay, we could have a vaccine coming within the next few months. But once we make this vaccine, can we mass produce this? Can we get this out to the masses? Can we get this all over the countries? The answer to that is probably going to take a very long time. Who knows how expensive it'll be? Who knows how fast they can produce this vaccine? And there's just so much stuff that we don't know. We have to keep on buying into these products that will help limit the spreading of the Rona, which is a play that I'm playing right now. I'm playing all these at-home stocks, I'm playing these mask stocks, and I'm playing this air purifier stock, which is probably my favorite penny stock to buy right now. And yeah, I'm loading up on shares, bought 12,000 more this morning, and very, very excited about this opportunity. As you guys know, Peloton, ticker symbol PTON, is still my largest position in the market. I have about $8,000 worth of shares. I have about 7 call option contracts, some for August, some for July 31st. So Peloton is still my #1 buy. I believe that the market still has not priced in the amazing opportunity right in front of Peloton, and it benefits off the stay-at-home movement. So I'm not scared that we're going to see any huge dips. I'm just very confident in the stock, and that is why it's my number one holding. I'm still confident in Flir for earnings as well. This is not as big of a position in my portfolio, but it still is a solid size position. I'm excited about the thermal imaging opportunity, and with the only FDA approved thermal imager, this is the top product in its class, and that is why I'm so bullish on that one. I believe that businesses will use this to scan in employees, scan in customers, and like I was talking about, I'm still loading up on LCA shares. Two of my other penny stock holdings are evfm and torc. I believe these have great opportunities right in front of them. If you want the full thesis on those, make sure to check out the link that I'll put out there. They were included in my top penny stocks for this week. And yeah, I'm holding smaller positions than those, but still holding a position and still confident in the opportunity right in front of them. They're not a high conviction trade. They're more low to mid, which is spec plays, risky plays. But I do believe the upside and the risk reward is worth it to make a small investment in my portfolio personally. Make sure to do all your own research, all your own due diligence before buying into one of these companies, so you know what you're getting into. Make sure you formulate a thesis. Kind of like Broadway Financial Corp, ticker symbol BYFC. I was talking about this weekend that I was going to buy pre-market Monday. I saw this up 40% pre-market, and I ended up selling my position. I didn't buy any more BYFC. I sold, I took 40% profit, and I was still hearing about people buying or wanting to buy in BYFC pre-market Monday. If it's up 40%, I'm not going to buy any more because my thesis is already priced in. So I just took profits real quick and ended up dipping. That was definitely the right move. So always know your thesis going in, always know your buy points. And if a stock is up huge, there's no point in buying in. You gotta wait till it dips. If a stock is down huge, there's no point in selling. You gotta wait till it's up. So make sure you formulate a thesis, have a plan to trade with, and always just trade smart. Don't lose out on value because you're getting FOMO, fear of missing out. Don't get scared as the stock dips. Be like, oh, it's gonna drop even more. Chances are it's probably not gonna drop anymore. If it dropped that much already, there's a low chance of it dropping even more. And yeah, just trade smart, guys. Do not make any irrational decisions. Do not get FOMO. Make sure to stick with your thesis all the way through, and do not get scared. Do not get fearful. I know the stock market is a scary place, but always just know a plan and your thesis and stick with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're interested in joining the stock group, the link is down below. You get my portfolio update every single day. Every time I buy and sell a stock, I send messages in the group and let you guys know the moves I'm making and my thesis behind them. Also, if you want to get 2 free stocks on Webull, the link is down below for that. One of these stocks is from $12 to $1,400. You can't go wrong with free money, especially Webull. It has great pre-market trading hours. You get to trade 4.5 hours before the market opens, which is very beneficial. I hope you found these lessons very helpful and got some good information out of this. Good luck trading, guys. Let's get rich.